Hello, today we discuss Beirut, also known as a negotiator in America. What's this about, Gail? Well, it's basically about Beirut in the 1970s, the in place to live. And I was lucky enough to go there in the 90s on a ship, and I could see what it's like to present day. But I know in the 1970s, 72, when this was made as the era, you certainly were in the in place, the Monte Carlo of itself. Now then, what's the film like? Beirut itself is a great movie, and I'll tell you why. It's got John Hamm in it, who I really like. I'll talk about him in a minute. The excellent, and I mean excellent, Rosemary Pike. She's always good. And it's written by the guy that writes Born Legacy. So it tells you there's no hanging about in this. It's bang, bang, bang. We're going to get to the guy and what have you. Right, so let's move forward with the storyline. Basically, John Hamm, first time I saw him was in a movie called The Town. I never watched Mad Men. I know he was the main star. I know the women were very attractive because I know the royal family liked him. But in The Town, which if you've never seen is about a bank robbing gang, he was the copper that went after him. And this was a really good movie. If you've never seen it, make sure you catch it sometime, download it, what have you. But I saw him last year in Baby Driver, one of my favourite movies of last year. And a lot of people didn't like it. I liked it because I'll tell you why. And this is the basic reason. I watch a lot of films, as you're already starting to realise, and all of them you know what's coming. In Baby Driver, you have no clue what's coming. But in this, 1972, he owns a beautiful house. He's working for the CIA, something to do with a diplomatic corps out there, what have you. Beautiful wife, takes on a local boy called Kahim, something like that. Educates him, and he uses him around the house as a bit of a servant. The CIA's best mate turns up and said, the kid's brother is a wrong 'un. We need to question him. And he goes, no, I don't want you to do that. We've got a party, all diplomats are here. Anyway, they go outside the building. Next thing you know what's coming. Terrorists arrive. I won't spoil it. And it all kicks off. Now, bang, we move forward 10 years. He's working as a salesman. Douglas Hodge, the English actor, if you don't know him, he was in one of my favourite programmes, The Night Manager, approaches him at a bar. And he says to him, you need to go back to Beirut. He said, you've got no fucking chance of me going back to Beirut. He said, well, your best mate's been captured by terrorists out there. So that's when it all kicks off. So basically, this is a great movie. This goes then into the 80s with the Ronald Reagan as president. What a president this man was. Made 44 Western movies, never got shot once. Played a president, got shot twice. That's a real president. So he's in charge of the CIA, telling them they're not there to negotiate, but unless it can be done with a certain deal, and it all gets complicated. You've got to remember, this is the guy that wrote Born Legacy. Rosemary Pike is playing an American. Whenever I'm going to see her play an actual British person, that's how good this girl is. I'm going to go back to Entebbe. Didn't like the film whatsoever. So, who made this film? Netflix made this film. So I'd imagine they do what the BBC do. When they've got something special, they release it in the cinema. At the moment, it's still in the top 50 in America, and it's doing quite well. It's earning something like 5 million, but you've got to remember it's all the big blockbusters are out. I'd imagine this will come out over here around about September on DVD, but if you're on Netflix website, which a lot of people are, then I imagine it in the next couple of months it'll be put into their slot. But this is a very good film. As you heard me say, 7 out of 10, a must watch. Now, I want to say a few thank yous to all the people that are watching my videos, especially the last one, Escape Plan. Stay well clear of that. And to the people that subscribe. If you just like what I do, you know, that helps. Now, I want to talk about people that do reviews professionally. And let's go back to one I discussed in my early DVD, The Greatest Showman. Now, I might have a bee in my bonnet over this movie, but I love this movie. And again, I've been proven right. You know, critics absolutely slaughtered this film. Tore it to pieces. The songs were crap. Here's a fact that I've just found out. The album, which is from the movie, obviously, is now the biggest selling album for a show or a movie in the last 50 years. Now, this is the film that critics told people were crap. So who fucking listens to these people? Obviously the public don't. So when I do a review, I just give you my personal opinion. You might say, well, yeah, Beirut was too slow. I don't know what he was on there. But that's my personal opinion. It's a 7 out of 10 moment. But remember the golden rule. These people get paid by newspapers and satellite companies to give their opinion, and they slaughtered The Greatest Showman. And who's had the last laugh? I mean, I'll give you an example around here where I live in Somerset. They're having open air showings of the movie, and you've got to book in the first hour to get a seat to do the sing-along. You know, it's not rocket science. So once again, thank you very much for watching. If you like what I do, you know what to do. And I've got lots coming up. I've still got to finish Gotham. I've got a couple more to do. I am going to have a look at a film. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a big movie. It's just about to come out, and I've been told I can watch it. So all the best. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon.